What is up, everybody? I'm Shane Smith alongside James Fusco here with ASTN. We're going to be talking some basketball, going to be talking some baseball here, NBA draft and other sorts. So let's jump right into baseball here. To the best young pitchers in the game, Clayton Kershaw and Jake Arrieta. But who is better, James?
Jake Arrieta. He's 12-2 so far this season, but he's just reaching his peak years. Where Kershaw, he's been probably in his prime years the last couple years, and this is probably going to be one of his lesser seasons, even though he's pitching really, really well right now. I think that Arrieta is going to continue to grow, where Kershaw is, after this season, is probably going to start heading on a slight decline before he reaches the end of his career, because he's already been in the MLB for 9 years.
Well, I'm going to have to severely disagree with you here. And I would say that Kershaw is even on the way up. Just on the surface here, Kershaw with an 11-2 record and a 1.79 ERA. But diving into some deeper stats, a 22-1 strikeout to walk ratio, which is tops in the bigs. He's only walking 1.6% of his batters, which is first in the major leagues. And the most interesting stat I found, when hitters swing against Kershaw, they're only making contact about 2/3 of the time, which speaks to why Kershaw is one of the best in the game.
Yeah, but Arrieta is still a very solid pitcher. Basketball, though. The NBA draft was pretty recent, and who do you think had the best overall draft class?
Well, I think that it was the Celtics. The Celtics went out, and what they needed was some strong wing play. And they got it in two players, one with the third pick, Jaylen Brown and a Cal, and then later in the second round with Ben Bentil out of Providence. Both are great athletes, have good size, and I think they're going to grow into great scorers in the NBA. They also picked up Demetrius Jackson out of Notre Dame, which I think was a good selection when trying to find backups to Isaiah Thomas and Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I have to disagree with you, though. The Phoenix Suns had a really, really, really solid draft. They drafted with the fourth pick in the draft. They drafted foreigner at 7'1" Dragan Bender. He doesn't only play in the post, but he can shoot the ball. It's a similar player to Kristaps Porzingis, who actually turned out to be a pretty solid up-and-coming player in the NBA this past season. And they also got Tyler Ulis and Marquise Chriss, who are some of the better talented players in the draft. Both of them can start right away, as they're ready to be in the NBA right now, especially Marquise Chriss, who is one of the up-and-coming, most talented, ready-to-start players. As the season progresses, they're just going to get better, and they fit into the offense that they're getting put into, because Chriss, he runs the floor, and he can finish layups in transition.
Well, I'm going to have to disagree here. I don't think, although Bender and Chriss are talented selections, I believe that they needed a combo guard to pair along with Bledsoe, and I think they could have gotten that with Jamal Murray or Chris Dunn, one of the two. So although they made good selections, I don't think they drafted to team needs. So that'll do it all here for ASTN. I'm Shane Smith alongside James Fusco. See ya.
Deuces.